So we've got our buddy the mobile mechanic in. He's having a look at the Peugeot, the little Citroen C1. Thinks that potentially, he says the nut is right on the end of the cable on that. He thinks the clutch might be all right, but the cable might have worked itself down or been fitted incorrectly. I've got new springs here. Look at these brand new springs. We've got to get these down to Moores to have them fitted to the Toyota Camry, so we can finish off the work on that. We're going to start off the raffle on that as well now. I think I'll give you a bit more details of that when we're down by the car. Oh, look at this score from the car boot sale at the weekend. Guy was doing 5 sockets for £1. So you know what I did? I got myself 5 10mm sockets. You know the score. If you do any work on cars, you know exactly why I'm pleased about that. So I suspected the C1 actually does need a clutch, so we'll get that ordered up. In the meantime, Chris is going to give the Mazda a little spin and find out if he can find out what the knocking is on that. So I dropped those bits off to Moores. Never come away without paying a bill, do I? Got a load of money to pay out on that. As I say, I'd like to show you the honest, bit of a touch squeeze getting around here at the moment, isn't it? I like to see the honest side of the business. So let's have a look at some of the warranty claims I paid out on. So first up, if you remember, we sent a Peugeot 3 out with a new stereo unit in it. Well, the lady was saying she was struggling to get radio signal. I did a bit in here, but I thought it was just inside here. So we ordered up a booster. The boys fitted that for her. That's cost me £72.60, so she's got decent working radio in there now. The Sanyong went down, didn't it? Because we had that problem with it overheating. And they found coolant leaks from the radiator hoses. They renewed the clips and added antifreeze. So we put another £92 into that one, I think. What were the costs there? Labour. Oh, sorry, there was an MOT test as well. That's why I was wondering why it's £92. And then a big issue, the retail prep on the Citroen C3. We did engine oil and filter, air filter, fuel filter, renewed the rear brake discs. Complete with new wheel bearings, because they come with wheel bearings apparently. I'm not sure what that's all about. Rear brake pads, bulbs, offside front tyre. They did a weld on the exhaust to refit a hanger, I think it was. We've got all the parts there. We've got the labour. We've got the MOT in there. £456. That's a nice hefty one. But she's all set to go now with her new MOT. Advisory free, of course, as always. So yeah, another to those to say we just throw a bucket of water over them and stick them out the door. Then we got the MOT result for the little Skoda Fabia we put down there. It's already got a deposit on it. It failed MOT. We need to do an anti-locking brake, an ABS sensor, which we knew. We need to put new windscreen wipers on. We need to put a track dust cover on a track rod end. So not a lot really. And rear, the shock absorber shrouds is attached. Apparently they will reattach those. No problem at all. So actually it's just the ABS and the wiper blades really, and a little dust boot cover. So nothing too major on that one. But we will get a service done at the same time, and then it'll be ready for our subscriber. So knock on the Mazda, I think we've identified it as the steering rack, the intermediate shaft. It's got 2 UJ joints at both ends, because nothing in the suspension is making any knocking noises at all, and you can hear it in the car more than anything else. A bit of research online shows this is very common with these. Now, as we know, I think I've said, the platform is the same as the Fiesta. So what we're going to do is, and the UJ joint looks identical, so we're going to rob it off the Fiesta, stick it on the Mazda, and see if the knot goes away or not, and then we'll know for sure that we're ordering the right part. By a strange one, Chris swapped out the one from the Fiesta into the Mazda, and then back again to eliminate it, so we knew that's what made the noise. But on putting the Mazda one back in again, because it was slightly different to the Fiesta one, now the noise is gone. We can only assume that if we found a load of white grease blasted all over it, that perhaps somebody had a fiddle and not tightened everything up completely, because the noise is gone, completely gone from it being put back in again and tightened up. So just to show you what we're talking about here, in case some of you don't know, we're talking about what's called the intermediate shaft. Most cars have them. They go between your steering column down to your steering rack. So this shaft here, so that plastic cover there, that had the little bolt through, and there's one at the top here somewhere, and you get play in the universal joints. You get play, and it causes knocking. Well, they were covered in white grease, so
someone had had a play, but perhaps they hadn't tightened them up fully, because now they are tightened up fully. There's no noise.
Got all the fluids for the Honda to try that out. So massive thanks to our subscriber who's a Honda specialist who told me about all the different fluids to change out. That'll improve things greatly. So we got those in to get that done. Still got to machine polish the i20. The Cougar has been down. Oh, the other C1 is gone now for the clutch to be fitted. So Chris has now actually got himself, the mobile mechanic, got himself a 2-poster, and it turns out his workshop is literally a few hundred yards down the road. So along with Moores and the Motorworks boys, 3 lots of mechanics on the go, we should be able to rattle through everything. So he's going to get that done. He says he's going to do that in the evenings for me, try and get it done faster. So that's gone down with him. The Cougar's come back from having a valet down at Moores. You wouldn't tell on the outside at the moment because obviously it's got dirty, but they did a fantastic job for me. I want to wet clean the base of the seats a bit, but they've done a fantastic job of cleaning up the inside, especially because the boot had quite a lot of dog hair in it, if I remember rightly. And he's done a better job than I do about getting dog hair out. You couldn't tell it at all. Couldn't tell it. Now, obviously, this had a new MOT on it, and it's now a few months old, the MOT, because we took it for that little spin to go and get the Porsche and all that, didn't we? I've ordered some new wheel trim centres, because that's annoying me, having the old faded ones on there. And then I need to give it a machine polish and get some of these scratches out down here, or at least touch them in or something like that. Could do with the machine polish. Again, I should really get it up for sale, but I want to carry on faffing with it. Really. Yeah, that's going to be a nice little car for someone. I noticed a little crack in the paint down here. Someone's done a bit of body work in there, but again, we've got to bear in mind it is 2008. So Mazda will go down and get an MOT done on now, and then we'll get the paint done on that. Unless it sells beforehand. We've got the dents in the corners there, haven't we? But I think we will do that. I have got myself a new dent kit to have a little play with, so we'll see if I can get any success with that. But for the moment, let's get the Fiesta finished off, because we've got a buyer for the Fiesta, so it pays to get that finished off. Once we've done that, cleaned that up, photographed that, got ready for them, we'll do a photo shoot on the C3 that's now got dust on it, and the Fiesta that's now got dust on it, and the i10 that's now got dust on it, and we'll get all of those up for sale. Pull out the taxi, give that a clean. We've got the wheel hubs arriving for that, photograph that, put that up for sale. Pull out the little up, photograph that, put that up for sale, get that down for its MOT. I just got to touch in the bits down on the bumper there, little scuffs down the bumper there. So yeah, lots on as always, guys. Let's get cracking. No sooner had I said that than Chris turned up with the C1 on the trailer. So he did do it last night. I'd put a link in the description down below for how to use Chris, but I don't want you to, because I need 100% of his time. And he said he doesn't want any more business anyway, he's busy enough. So that's absolutely ace. We can get down for an MOT now, and we're good to go. So I've got to move some other stuff out, because we're going to let him, he's going to take away the Vitara now and do another evening job on the Vitara, hopefully. That is brilliant. I'm so pleased about that. He's a legend. Well, that's torn, isn't it? It's raining again, so I'm going to have to shut down everything to do the painting here. There's Chris taking away the Vitara to do the clutch on it. See if we can get that working properly before it goes off to paint with Malcolm. What a legend again. Fantastic service there. So, like I say, you need multiple garages on the go if you've got lots of vehicles, because you're not going to get stuff done fast enough otherwise. So let's close this down, give this a coating of white, and then it'll then unmask it and remask again in a wider area, ready for colour and lacquer. Right, got the colour on, final coats of colour. We're going to have to lacquer outside because I haven't got any room inside. It seems like it's going to stay dry, but with the wind, it's going to have to be, I'm going to have to be closer to the paintwork, a bigger risk of runs, of course. Colour match seems good. Marlowe's boys has done their job well. So, obviously we did the repair down here. I might put a tad more on the corner just there before I get started. Not too worried about the tyres. I'll get the paint off those as I drive it around outside. Anyway, let's get cracking. One light coat on. We can see now we've got some shine on it, a few blemishes, but to be honest, compared to a gaping great hole in the bumper, I think we're doing alright. Colour match seems good. I'm going to use a lot more paint because the wind's blowing it all over the place. I have to get closer. I'm losing half the lacquer due to the wind, but needs must. We'll try and get as smooth a surface as we can, because I really don't want to have to buff it much afterwards. We've got too much time in it now. So there we go, last coat on, fade out thinner on. Remember, fade out thinner as soon as you finish your coat of lacquer, immediately wherever your blend is, bang on the fade out thinner. Now we're actually fairly free. I've just seen a bug land in it there. I was about to say we're fairly free of bugs. We didn't have anything in it at all. Finish is good. We got it wet enough. I say it's looking all right. Proof that you can do it outside if needs be. You just need to hope that it's going to stay dry for you, and you don't really want an ink close by because you get overspray all over it. But I'm machine polishing the Cougar anyway, so that's not a big problem. So yeah, our blend will be along here, so we'll need to buff out there, and we'll buff out along the top here on this side. So we'll leave it for an hour now, and then we'll strip all that off, and then the whole car needs a good wash, but we'll probably leave it at least 3 or 4 hours before we do that, and stay away obviously from the front end of the car. We should probably have a quick go in the Citroen C1, shouldn't we, and see what that clutch feels like now. Excuse me. Oh. You said it looked all right underneath as well when you had it up in the air. There we go. I don't have the best feeling gearboxes in the world anyway, even when they are working. Yeah. That's all right, isn't it? What a legend. I think it was £105 labour for fitting it. And then the clutch kit cost me, I think it cost me 60 excluding the VAT. So £165 for having a clutch fitted. We could save this BCA by after all, couldn't we? It's all going to depend on how much it comes to on the MOT, because I'd really like to be able to 1995 this. Haven't sold a car that cheap for ages. I'm interested to see how quickly it sells. Obviously being a cat car could be a little bit more challenging, but you know me, I'm always upfront about it. Give them the score. Everybody knows the car would be more expensive if it wasn't. It's a big saving to have. It's got a new clutch on it, it's just been serviced. It'll have a fresh MOT on it, and it's clean and tidy. Should be a good little car. So yeah, massive thanks to Chris for that.
So what you're saying is don't say who that is?
I'm not, you can't say who this is behind my shoulder, no. He doesn't want to be on camera. So
He's such a celebrity.
look who it is. Yeah, it is to be fair guys, it is a massive celebrity, and people just think people think I'm just trying to basically get free views.
Sorry, I've just said his name.
They're trying to think I'm going to get free views. So Gasguys with us, and he's got his van. He's doing, I don't know how many of you follow Gasguy, but he's doing a conversion on his van. Not enough. Not sure this is the kind of content people want. You dump in.
This is the door. You go into the bathroom.
Yeah.
And the shower kit will probably be here. Extractor fan, all that shit. Yeah, light. Emergency dump light, just in case you get in trouble.
Swearing on this channel, please.
Dump light. Right, and then here is a spin toilet chute.
You know what you need hanging down here?
What?
One of the red cords, so I can give you an alert when I get stuck in the actual unit.
And then the dumper's going to be like that.
And what's that?
That's the water heater.
Oh, okay.
That's the water heater. So there's going to be a wall there. Fridge, hob, washing sink. The sink's going to have a tap on it that you can use outside as well, like a hose.
So you bought this van. How much did you pay for the van?
£4,995.
For what year is it?
2014.
Okay, and what is it? Sprinter, isn't it?
No, Peugeot Boxer long wheelbase high top.
Right. And you're doing a full. What do you reckon the full conversion is going to cost you?
Well, I'm into it for £9,600 at the moment.
What?
I reckon. I've got loads of stuff at home. This is not what you see. I reckon 10.5 grand.
And you're doing it all yourself.
Yeah, done. It's probably worth 23, 24 grand.
Well,
I've got solar on the roof. I've got an inverter going in here. This is a bed, double bed, king size bed.
Can you see us doing a road trip in it?
Yeah, definitely.
Two of us after a Ruby in this overnight. That'd be lethal.
It's a number 2 van.
Right. Well, if you want to see how this all goes, I'll do a link to his channel below.
Please follow. Some of your subscribers have come over and they go, sent by James. I appreciate that. I really do.
Look at that. Look at there's some genuine emotion going on there, I think, guys. I think we're a little bit off getting him to cry, yeah.
Downlighters, got the LED.
Yeah, he's moved on before he got too emotional.
Don't go.
Don't go. What are you going to show us now?
We've got the sexy LEDs. What colour would you like tonight, James?
Well, it's going to be pink, isn't it?
They're not white in.
Oh,
But they run along.
flipping! Talk about overselling, under-delivering.
Well, there's a picture on my Facebook of them green.
All right, okay.
Test them. But they're not connected because there's a wires.
Well, we've got some work to do, so I can't be finding around your van anymore. And but like I say, I'll put a link to Ian's channel down below. So we got our hands on another valeter. Sam's in from Treat for Your Car Spa. And someone, I forget who gave me your card, Sam, but someone said to me there's another valeter locally, and I thought I'd give him a chance to see if he was free. He's popped out and done the Fiesta for us. Just a quick, basic sort of outside valet for me, because the customer is literally about 10 minutes away from wanting to come and see it. So Sam's hopped on that. And once again, just saved me loads of time. It's looking fantastic now. Man, Mike sold me this, didn't it, Mike? I bet you didn't know it could look this good. So we did the paint on the front, didn't I? I did the paint corner. Sam stayed, kept the jet wash off it for me. He's even blended my painting for me. So that was where the lacquer went to there. And it was down there for me. So he's gone ahead and compounded it and blended it in for me. Which, to be honest, gave me a bit of heart palpitations. Because it was his first job we've done together. And I didn't know if he'd burned through my paint or not. But no, it's looking fantastic. As I said, this is the Cat N. So we're selling it for 25% cheaper. I think this on the open market at the moment, with the way autos are, probably $5,000 to $5,500 car. We're doing it for $3,995. The young lady's on her way to have a look at it straight away, so we'll see how we get on with that, see if it sells to her or not. If it doesn't sell to her, I'm absolutely confident it'll sell super quick afterwards, because Mad Mike, he did the cam belt for me, didn't he? So we've done the cam belt, the oil, the air filter. So it's had the biggest service you can have, something that would have cost her £500 or £600 to have it done otherwise. It's obviously had the full valet. We've done that bit of paint on the front. There is a check strap over there that's bothering me that I just heard creak as we went in, which I'd like to do as well, but it depends how quickly she wants to take it away. So yeah, I've got a little bit of trim there. It just needs tucking in. Tidy that up a bit. Can't make it perfect, can you, James? Not for the money. So yeah, we'll see how we get on with that when we'll report back. But yeah, excellent to have another valeter on the go, because as you can see, we're still stocked out to the gunnels. So it looks like Sam's work paid off, because the Fiesta sold. It was going to be full asking price, but I self-offered a discount because it only had one key, so they go and get a key cut. So I knocked £100 off of it. Didn't ask for it, but she needs 2 keys, so I thought I'd offer a little bit of a discount on it. So she wants to go and pick it up tomorrow. I need to charge the battery up because it's gone a bit flat from short moves in and out and having the lights on while it's being valeted and all that. But yeah, I don't know what Sam's charged me yet, so I don't but it sold the car anyway, so it does look fantastic, to be fair. So I've been out buying new stock. We've got a Mini Cooper S. Cool looking little car, really goes well, super popular, but one of the riskiest cars you can buy. And that's down to the Prince engine in these ones. The 1.6 turbo, the earlier supercharged was a better engine. These 1.6 Prince engines, the timing chains go, the Vanos unit goes, the strange electronic and mechanical water pump thing goes. They have direct injection, so the valves coke up and it gives it rough running. So if you do have one of these, put an additive in on a regular basis to keep the engine clean. They can be an absolute nightmare, but they are super popular. As a dealer, they represent high risk due to the mechanical issues, but this one has a full main dealer service history with only 50,000 miles on it, so my warranty company will warranty any of those engine issues because it's had the care it should have. But do not be going out and buying one without a really good service history. Right, another Part X purchase from the main dealers. This is one to look out for, not particularly because of the make and the model of the car, but the engine, the 1.5 DCI. One of my favourite engines, 1.5 diesel, 4-cylinder, but they've got loads of torque. I think over 200 foot-pound of torque, low down the rev range, so they always feel punchy. They do really good fuel economy. In terms of reliability, they're really reliable. DPFs can go if people do short journeys in them, but DPFs go in all diesels. Other than that, just make sure you get your regular cam belt changes done, and it'll be a great little motor for you. It does well in these Megane estates, also the Dacia Sandero. If you want something a bit 4x4, it isn't going to cost you a fortune to run. And in the Clios, they make little burners. They go really well in the Clio, so yeah, real engine to look out for that.